Alright, so today's Mental Monday is going to be a little bit different because I'm in Vienna right now, and I wanted to talk a bit about friendships and connections as someone who's autistic and has ADHD. And it's quite interesting because before I started suspecting that I was autistic, I had a really hard time finding the right circles and finding the right people for me. And for so long I thought that it was me there was something wrong with, because I just didn't fit in and I didn't seem to make the connections that other people were making around me. So I questioned myself a lot growing up. And even to this day, I still have a really hard time making connections and friends, and I often misinterpret what people want from me. So, for example, I will often think that someone is my friend when they're only an acquaintance. So they might be a friend for like a season because we've been going to the same uni or because we were in the same workplace, and in their mind I wasn't a friend, I was just, a mate, a work friend, uni friend, all of that. So it's only within that kind of place, and to me that doesn't make a lot of sense, because if someone is acting in a way towards me that's friendly and seems to be interested in what I'm saying, then that would make me think that they're my friend. But apparently a lot of neurotypicals don't think in that way. They just think, oh yeah, I'm friendly to this person because we're in the same place. And also often when people ask these questions, they're not necessarily that interested, and it's just a social norm to, ask, oh, how are you? How is everything? And you're supposed to just say, I'm fine. And another thing that's really hard as well is because of my ADHD, I'm really bad at replying to texts. I'm really bad at staying connected, especially if we're no longer in the same place. And this doesn't mean that I don't want to stay in touch, it's just because I forget to reply. And also having lack of object permanence and out of sight, out of mind, that goes for people as well, which is kind of weird. It's not because I don't love you, or it's not because I don't appreciate your friendship, but my mind, when I'm in a place, I only think about that place and I kind of forget about everyone who's in other countries or in other places. So yeah, friendships as a neurodivergent can be really hard, and I've definitely lost a lot of friends over the years. So I'd really like to know if you've ever experienced this and how you would deal with that, because for a long time I would give all of myself to people and I would feel very drained and very exposed afterwards, because when I realized they weren't actually my friend, I just put so much energy into them. So I think for me now, I just guard my energy a bit more, and I have a very small circle of friends that I call actual friends, and everyone else I'm trying to call acquaintances just to protect myself. And I've also really found that after I realized that I was autistic, I have been able to find those friends. And one funny thing is that all of the friends that I've actually made and all of the real connections I have, people seem to be neurodivergent in one way or the other, and they might not even know themselves, but I see a very similar thing in all of the people I have around me. So maybe you experience that as well, but yeah, let me know. And if you're struggling with friendships as well, I hope that you find your people.